Welcome back. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that might just change the way you see love, loyalty, or even yourself. Every week, we share raw, emotional stories that reveal how fragile and powerful the human heart can be. Today's story isn't just about betrayal. It's about the silence that grows inside a marriage when two people stop seeing each other. It's about the slow unraveling of connection and how loneliness can tempt even the most faithful soul. Her name is Sarah. She's 34, a wife, a mother, and a woman who once believed she was immune to temptation. She used to say, "That could never be me." She thought her moral compass was unshakable, carved in stone. But the truth is, no one ever plans to fall. It just begins with a single, ordinary moment. Sarah and her husband Mark had been married 9 years. They built a quiet, steady life, a small home, a 6-year-old son named Jake, routines that felt safe and predictable. Mark worked long hours as an electrician, often coming home drained. His love was steady, but tired. He'd eat, help Jake with homework, and fall asleep in front of the TV before Sarah even turned off the lights. She told herself this was normal. This was marriage. But somewhere between school drop-offs and grocery runs, Sarah began to disappear. She wasn't the dreamer she once was. She was just Mom, just Mark's wife, the woman who made sure everything stayed afloat. Then one Monday, everything shifted. Her company had just hired a new marketing director, Alex, 36, recently divorced. The kind of man who carried both charm and quiet sadness in his eyes. On his first day, Sarah gave a presentation. When she finished, Alex smiled and said, "That's brilliant. I'd love to hear how you came up with that strategy." Brilliant. It was one word, but it cracked something open inside her. At home, she was reliable, dependable, invisible. But in that moment, she was seen, she was interesting, she was alive. Over the next few weeks, Alex began stopping by her office more often. At first, their conversations were purely professional, brainstorming campaigns, client pitches, ideas. But gradually, the walls softened. They started talking about life outside of work. Favorite books, music, old memories, the quiet ache of growing older. He listened, really listened, in a way Mark hadn't in years. And that attention felt like oxygen to someone who'd been holding her breath far too long. The first time he touched her, it wasn't planned. She leaned over to show him something on her screen. His hand brushed the small of her back. Just for a second. But that second echoed for days. That night, while folding laundry beside the sound of Jake's cartoons and Mark's football game, Sarah replayed that touch over and over again in her mind. From then on, the boundaries blurred. A hand on her shoulder, a brush of fingers when passing a folder. Each moment small, but charged. She told herself it was harmless, but deep down, she knew something dangerous was taking shape. The texts came next. At first, they were about work, but soon they became personal. He told her about his divorce, about sleeping in an empty apartment that no longer felt like home. She told him about her marriage, how it felt like living beside a stranger, how she missed feeling desired. "You're an incredible woman," Alex wrote one night. "Mark is lucky to have you." She read those words while folding towels, tears stinging her eyes, because she couldn't remember the last time her husband had said something like that. 6 weeks later, the inevitable happened. They were working late on a client presentation. The office was nearly empty, washed in the soft glow of computer light. They shared takeout from cardboard boxes, laughed over something meaningless. But the laughter didn't feel meaningless at all. It felt like the first real sound of life in months. When Sarah looked up, Alex wasn't laughing. He was watching her. Not her smile. Not her words. Her. And for the first time in a long, long while, she didn't look away.